Hey everybody, welcome back to the Jimmy 2 Tech channel. I am Jimmy, and today we are going to be installing the new Beech Lane wireless RV leveling system right here on this Alpha Wolf travel trailer. Let me tell you a little bit about this thing. Let me see it. This is it. This is the size of the box right here. Pretty cool item. This was designed and manufactured in the US, so that's pretty good to have. See the old American flag right there. And it also has a user-friendly app. There are other, not too many of them actually on the market, but there's the one big name one that you hear about the most. They're out there. They're almost twice as much as this one, but this does the same thing, if not better. We're going to find out today. It has the 3-axis digital accelerometers in here, so you make sure you get the good pitch and the good roll, so you're nice and level when you do that. And what's cool about this one also is a low power design, so there is no on and off switch that you got to remember to turn on and off when you get to the campsite. It goes into like almost a sleep mode where it's only looking for a Bluetooth connection. So when you activate it on the app, it'll fire this up, it'll find it. That way you don't have to turn that switch on or remember to turn it on all the time. And it does come with batteries, so you'll have that to go. It is an easy setup with the app. I'm going to show you guys how to do that. We'll screen record the app as we're setting it up, putting in all the information for the RV length and size and all the measurements we got to get for it. We're going to be doing that. And then this also does have a lifetime manufacturer's warranty, which is great. We're going to be installing ours in our cargo bay here on the front. You can see it right here. We're going to be doing it in there in about center. We're going to attach it with 3M double-sided tape. You could screw it on. It's easy to do that way, or Velcro, or we just want to use the tape. It won't move. And then after we do that, we'll show you the next steps where you have to start with a level RV. Then we can calibrate level in the app for this unit. But first, we're going to get it mounted in there. It says you don't need to have your RV leveled to mount it, but I just find it would make it easier if you're already level when you mount it, and then you can calibrate level, because you don't want to be way off, put it in there and then calibrate level. I mean, you could, but I don't know if I would. So we're gonna put it, we're already level because we're set up here at the resort. We're gonna put this in there. We're gonna fire up the or install the app, fire it up, and then calibrate level, put our information in, and we'll show you how it shows left and right. But we got our level here, so we can go inside and make sure we're level both ways, or as close as we can get it anyway. And then we'll take all the measurements you require. So with that being said, let's get over here in this compartment and we will mount this to the wall. All right, guys, before we do go under there and get that put in, I want to show you what comes in the box. Like I said, this is it. Pretty simple box. Pretty nice. It's a thick box too, so it protects it pretty good. What we got here, you have your card so you can scan to download the app if you want to do that, or you just go search the app. This is the unit. Pretty good shape there. It comes with the batteries like we said, and it also has screws for mounting it if you want to use the screws to mount. Inside of here, you can see it's pretty simple inside. If I can get into it here, that's where you put your batteries in. So we're going to put our batteries in before we mount this up there. And this is all really that does all the magic right there. So pretty simple. Got a unique shape to it. Almost reminds me of those what are those chips? That box the chips come in, them flaming hot chips, the hot chip challenge or whatever it was. But let's get the batteries put in here. We'll show you how to do that, and then we'll get it mounted. All right, same thing we just showed you there. We're going to pop the cover off, get our batteries open, and install those in the unit. Pretty simple stuff. And then with that being done, it's all on, activated. Remember, no power switches, no on and off. It's ready to go right like this, and it's low power consumption, so it'll last a long time. What we're going to do is we're going to clean the back of this with alcohol. If you guys can see that, a little low light. And then we're going to put some 3M double-sided tape on here. That's how we're going to mount ours. And you can see up here, it's a mess in there, but you can see along the top there, we're going to put it in about the center. We're going to mount it right there, and then we'll make sure our RV is level. So let's get this mounted up. All right, we have our 91% isopropyl alcohol. Isopropyl, weird word. We're just going to clean that off really good. Let that dries fast. Then we have the 3M double-sided tape. I mean, you can go with a VHB, but this is really light, so I don't think I was going to need the VHB. It's almost done drying there. Then we're going to put a couple strips on here on both sides. We'll get 2 of them done. I like to pull it because it helps me get the tape ready to start on both pieces. and then I'm going to trim them. This is just a quick, crude way of doing it. Like that. Now we're ready to peel those off and mount it to the wall. So I'm going to measure center and I'll stick it up there and I'll show you guys that. All right, we are in here in the underbelly storage. Hopefully you guys can see. And center is about here. That's about where I can reach from the door. So we're going to put it right here. We're going to clean that part of the wall too with some alcohol. Let that dry. And then we have our tape ready to be peeled on here. We'll peel those down. It is off of there. And we're going to use this as a reference for level. I mean, this don't have to be level because you can calibrate level. But that's what we're going to do. We're going to stick it right there. And that's all there is to installing this thing. Everything else is pretty much done in the app. So we're going to show you how to download the app and then we'll get that baby set up. Let's go. All right, before we get to that app and downloading it and showing you how to set it up, we want to make sure that our RV is level. So like I said, we're at the resort. So we put our bubble level in here. We are level left to right and up and down. So we're ready to go there. You also, when you're mounting your unit, you want to mount it to where it's closest to the vehicle. Because a lot of times you're going to be in your car when you're backing in to make sure you're level as best you can get it. So try to find your most forward spot. Usually in the cargo bays are good. I know on our fifth wheel, we have one up into the front storage on that. So it's as close as we can get it to the cab of the truck. So that's all done. We are level there. Now we can go install the app. A little oil on the door. Okay guys, here we are at our home screen. We're going to be downloading the app. You can either scan the card because it gives you the QR codes, or just go to the Play Store, which we have here, and just type in Beech Lane. That's Beach with 2 E's. Type that in. It will come up. We're going to install that. Give that a second to come in. It's installing. It's a fast install. Now we're bringing up the app for the first time. And since we already did all the leveling of the RV, we can go in there and calibrate it. Beech Lane does have a nice install video. If you want to reference that, if ours wasn't good enough or something, you can go to theirs. It explains how to do it, how to mount it, different ways to mount it. So we're just saying we already installed it. Now it wants us to connect the unit to our phone, so we're going to do that. We're going to allow it to determine a location nearby. There it is. So we're going to pick that. See, we're connected already. That connected nicely. So it wants to know where we installed the unit in the trailer. Our logo is facing the rear the way we did it. So we're going to press logo facing the rear. This also tells you how to calibrate level, which we showed you. We did that with the level inside the RV. So we're done there. So we want to set as level. And this is where you're going to pick what trailer you're setting it up in. Today we're doing this one in a travel trailer. But a lot of the setup is the same for all the trailers. Just we're going to have to put different measurements and everything. So now it wants us to measure the width from the outside of each tire. All right, so for us, ours is 93 inches. So that's where we're going to say done with that. We're going to go to next. Next, this wants us to measure the length from the center of the rear wheel to the jack or center of the front wheel if it is a drivable RV. So we're going to measure from the center of the rear wheel, so our farthest back tire to the back, all the way to the tip of the hitch in the center of, or if you have a drivable one, you do the front wheel, but that's what we're going to do on ours. So we're going to measure from the back to, okay, after taking our measurement, we get 272 inches. So we can submit that. And now this is going to tell us what percentage the battery is in the unit. It says 85.5, which is kind of weird considering they're brand new batteries. And then this is the current temperature the device is reading. So in our under bay storage, so it has that added benefit of showing you what's there. This is just going, oh, so that's why the battery's not right. It's just going through like a, kind of like a tutorial. Here's where you access the trailer and settings here, which we just did all that. But if you're ever changing it to a different unit or something like that, you can change it there. And this here you get the device information. Uh, well, that's pretty cool. It's got a flashlight app right here on the screen. Nice. See, and on ours, it shows the passenger side is low by about an inch. And it's color-coded here. You can see all the way to the right, it's showing red, yellow, green on ours. So we're just in the yellow by 1 inch. So I think it goes 3 inches and higher is in the red, 1 inch to 3 inches yellow, and then of course you have 0 to 1 is in your green. So that's on the roll. If we do pitch, it's showing we're off by a lot, which we know that's not true. So we're going to calibrate center level in our settings. All right, we want to go in settings because we want to set our level point on here. And then we want to go to device up top. We can give it a name. We're going to call it Wolf Travel Trailer. So we know what that's in. And we're going to save that. So device name is updated. Now set your travel trailer's level. This is where we want to set it, because you've seen in the other screen it showed way off. Sorry, had a little interruption there. Got some noise in the background. Here's where we're going to set our trailer's level, because we know it's level. We already set that up. So there, we're going to set it as level. So it should know our device is level from this point forward. So anytime we go to another camp spot or resort and we back in, we're going to know. Most of these RV resorts are pretty level, the pads, but if you're doing some boondock, if you got noise in the background, guys, I'm sorry. If you're doing boondock camping and the grounds aren't perfectly level, this is going to help you get as close as you can. And this is where we did all the setup and we showed it where we were facing. So we're going to save all this stuff. Everything is saved. So now we can go back to the front here. All right, now that we went in and set level, we did have a slight issue. It still showed off. So what we had to do was back out of the app and come back in the app. And then once you click in there, it like rethinks itself. Then it'll show level. You can see here for our roll, we're level. Our pitch is level. So we are level on both of those. I mean, it clicks in and out. That's how accurate it is. But it's level on both. For our settings, we are happy with that. And the temperature at the thing is 91 degrees. Yes, it is hot. And our battery is 100%. So that's why the tutorial was showing us off. But if you're having an issue once you recalibrate it for level and it doesn't correct it, just back out of the app and come back into the app, and this will correct it. So there you go. It's showing you everything level here. It's a pretty nice app. I mean, it's pretty intuitive. I mean, some of the other ones show you all four, like every corner. I mean, this shows you left and right and front to back. I mean, that's really all you need. So you can carry this with you, somebody outside, or you can have it in your car as you're backing into a spot, so you make sure you find the levelest spot. And if you're too far off, you can get on your leveling jacks to get you going. But pretty nice app overall. I mean, you do have other stuff in here. This is where you put in your information. If you were changing your RV to a different kind of RV, you just select your RV type, put those measurements in again, and then for your device, you can rename it again if you put it on a different unit. And this is where you set level. But note, if you do set level, back out of the app and come back in, otherwise it won't show you. And then if you decide to mount it in a different location, this is where you change where you mounted it. So that's all set. Pretty nice app. Easy install too. Well, there you have it, guys. A fast, easy install of the Beech Lane wireless RV leveling system. And like I said, this is designed and manufactured in the USA, which is a dying thing these days, it seems like. So that's a nice thing to have. Don't forget about that lifetime manufacturer's warranty if you have any issues. So it is pretty good unit. Full disclosure, Beech Lane did send us this for review. We have installed other Beech Lane items on our own that we bought. They were good products, so we were eager to try this one out. So far, so good. It looks, setup's pretty nice, except for that having the back out, come back in the app, but that's a quick and easy thing to do. Then you'll be set and ready to go. I like not having the switch, because I know on the other units you got that on off switch. You got to remember when you get to the site, oh, let me go in here and turn that on. It is kind of a pain. So not having the switch, we'll see how long it lasts over time, but I'd like not having the switch, because I just pull up the app, boom, I'm ready to go. I don't have to get out, flip that switch, get back in, and try to find level. So it saves a little bit of time and the frustration there. So again, thanks to Beech Lane for sending us for a review. We'll let you guys know in the long run how it holds up the battery, how well it shows level, if it throws off or whatever, but pretty good install. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns about anything that we did in the video, or if you're interested in any of these products, we'll leave links to them down below. They might, I don't know, I'm not sure if they're on sale right now on Amazon or not, but we will leave a link if they are or aren't, but you guys can click in there and check it out if you're willing to try one of these. It does everything the other ones do, if not better, and it's a fraction of the price, so can't complain about that. And if you guys haven't done so already, please click that subscribe button, help us get up there faster, and don't forget to hit the bell notification so you know the next time we post a video. We got a bunch of them coming up, a bunch of exciting things, so please click that button, and don't forget to tell your friends. Appreciate that. And until next time, guys, thanks for watching, and try something new.